Hello fellow academics and welcome back to Willowmere. We have made significant progress last time, and most importantly, unlike in the previous episodes, we've massively expanded our wood cutting area already. And I think, well, we did say we would chop down some of the berry trees down there in order to expand our forestry area as well. So let's go ahead and expand it actually a little bit more. So I'm gonna go in here. All of this is already set up. For whatever reason, my zooming is not working. Give me a second. All right, and we're back. Quickly tapped out and into the game again, and all of a sudden it worked. All right, so we are going to remove those berry bushes. That will allow us to plant more trees over here, because again, this time around, I'm trying to get as many trees in as possible, as soon as possible, just to make sure we have enough supply for our construction projects. All right, here we go. So they're doing this. They're actually not working on this part right here, because they have completed it. Why are they not building this? Because they're not building this. Why are they not building this? I don't quite know. Let's high prioritize both of these. All of this is already in there. Oh, I remember now. We actually wanted to finish this part here so we could store more water. And I do think that will actually be quite useful. We do have 2 unemployed beavers. We already have 8 builders in our midst. So what I'm also going to do is high prioritize this part, because then we can have 1 more lumberjack for a few more trees over here. I also think it would be nice to actually make our way up here in the long run. So while we're not going to remove those trees, we're gonna make space so we can put a staircase up there later on. All right, so how are things going? We do have plenty of food. We do have a good amount of water, not a massive amount, but a good amount of water. Still 0.8 days until the drought, and I don't think they will actually finish building these levees. All right, regardless, we will be okay, because we can just raise these gates and we will keep more water in this channel over here, which, you know, ultimately will help us keep more water available for our beavers. All right. So they're still working on the ones up here. What else do we need to do? We could look into more food options, because that is always a good path forward. Let's see, what else could we in theory do? I guess metal blocks would be nice to have. So, oh, I didn't want to pause. Let's raise the gates. So in terms of, need to pause all of you. And that makes me think a hollow post would be great, as this will allow us to utilize our beavers during droughts a little bit better. So let's put in a hollow post. I'm gonna put this at the... we're gonna put this on the corner of the map. Maybe not. I do kind of want to place it here. I guess if we need more water pumpers, we can always place them in over here with some platforms and things like that. So we should be okay. Right. Let's move this forward a little bit faster, and then already set up the trees over here to be planted. There we go. So our forester over here will remain busy, which is good. Gotta keep in mind he can land as far as the path goes, and our lumberjack can go even further. So that is good to know. I'm already going to mark everything to be chopped down so I don't forget. He should also, yep, he can also reach this way. We could all fill this up as well, but like I said last time, we do have the opportunity to expand our power supply over here from these water wheels, so we're just gonna keep that open. Okay. I think overall we're doing fine. They have now finished the levee system up there, which means we should also like finalize the levee system down here. One more levee in here, and then we're gonna fill up the rest with dams. And that should be placed relatively quickly, because then we'll have additional water storage here. And like I said before, what we're going to do is remove these dams and turn that into staircases, which will allow us to pass through the water and give our beavers the wet fur perk, which I'm pretty sure they will appreciate. Alright. This is almost in. Glad they're building so fast. They've also put in the hauler post. Now I'm gonna set this to the lowest priority and this just to the second lowest. Because in the beginning I think we need just a few more of our builders to do the things that, you know, we need to take care of. We have 32 planks, which is not a lot. We do have also 20 gears. Let's actually have a quick look at this. 40 gears, 80 planks. So there's still quite a bit missing in order to put this deep this deeper, at least, log storage in. Sorry, I got too distracted with what I was doing. Right, so let's have them put in the staircases. There they're in. Now they should get happier again with the wet fur perk, so that will be good for us. All right, let's see what other food we can actually provide them. An easy one to provide is sunflowers, because all you need is to actually just plant them and then, you know, good to go. We could cap off our industry area here, which would allow us to put another farmhouse in. And I think we're going to do that. That's a little bit too far. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, farmhouse. In the long run, we might even remove those. Alright, here we go. This in. Turn this. Actually, let's put 2 workers in here and 2 workers in here, just to even it out. And for now we're also going to just remove these trees so we can put down more of our sunflower plantation in the back here. All right, here we go. So with that we have an additional food source. We do also have a grill. One thing that they're really good at, well, our beavers here are really good at, is utilizing more of the natural environment. For example, we can actually make chestnuts and then make grilled chestnuts as part of that, which I think will be quite nice to have in the long run. All right, but first, I'm gonna replace all of this with proper trees. They're all set to be chopped down, so that's good. And next part, like I said, I think it would be good to get up to harvesting some of our metal blocks. And the way we're gonna build this is we're gonna go up here instead of over there. We will expand over this way in the long run, When the bad tide comes, this will be flooded for now, so this will be the safer option. Alright, so we are going to... we could unlock the platforms instead of the levees, but we do have plenty of logs right now, so let's focus on the levees and start building up there. Another reason why this path up there is a little bit better for us in the long run, we want to access the mine back here. So by just going up this way, we're kind of preempting this and should be able to use the exact same path and infrastructure that we're building up to keep our metal production going. Alright. Gonna leave a little bit of space just in case I want to put some buildings down here, for example, storage buildings. And once they're all the way here, we, we can just put down our scavenger flags. 250 signs for that. We do have 1,000 signs, which means we could now technically place the... slow down. Need to let some water through. The biggest reason why I want some metal is so we can build some of the sluices, which will ultimately allow us... Need to watch how much water is coming in here. Gonna raise this up to... let's do 1.5. So we don't need to micromanage this part right here. Forgot to put the path through this way. And I think maybe now it's time to put them on our normal work schedule so they can properly sleep. Alright, they are basically out of work. There's a little bit more to be chopped down over here. So we're gonna expand the path to lead both of these lumberjacks. And then put one right in the middle. We should be able to get the rest of these trees in. Alright. In addition, I have now removed all of the bushes over here. Not all of them, but most of them. So let's finalize the last two. They're already coming in, which is great. Then finish the path and then place our trees in there. Now we're going to fill this up, like I said, till the end of the road. And we're gonna match it on this side over here as well. Which I think will overall do pretty good for us. Alright, water is coming back. We can now raise this to 1.9. Let's raise this a little bit. Actually, I can't raise this too much. Also need to turn these back on. We have now 8 job openings, which means... yeah, that's okay. 9 of our job openings are basically the haulers and the builder hut. So with that, we'll be okay. They're almost done building all the way up here, which is awesome. I do think I need to put in a block over here so I can fill this up properly. So we're gonna delete one path over here, put in a staircase this way, and put it right back down. And then set both of these to highest priority. I do want to finish these first, as they will allow us to, well, increase sort of the water pressure, so to speak, in this area. Alright, so we're gonna put in levees over here, leave a little bit of space, and then we're gonna unlock the single level floodgates. Spending a bit of science, but overall this will be fine. Alright, once they are in with this, and the one thing that is missing are planks, but our plankers are working hard. And actually pause this guy. There's nothing to really harvest yet, and I forgot another one of the berry bushes. So let's also get rid of this guy. Okay, here we go. Put in the oak tree, and with that, this secondary log area is done. We are full in log storage, which makes me think I really want to put in our deeper log storage. So for that, we do need, I guess I could for now just place this over here. Turn this into a plank storage. We will need many more planks in the long run, but it would be good to figure out where we're gonna place our industry area. And I think we had said over here, so maybe plank storage. Well, if we place it over here, the plank storage ideally would be somewhere over here, which also means actually this tree kind of should move, because then we can move this log storage one bag, which will allow us to build a path up here and go around into our industry area that we're gonna place here. So this, all of this will move. That's basically the bottom line of this. What's the best way of doing this? Not overthinking. I think that's the best way. So we are gonna put in our large pile. Set this to, let me rotate this. No need to make them walk further than they actually have to. Set this to planks. Put this maybe on highest priority, because then I can set these to, I can't set these to gears, because gears need a different building, which makes a lot of sense. There's another drought coming. I'm really surprised. How do I check what difficulty I am? Give me a second. Alright, and I am back. I have confirmed we are on the hardest difficulty level. Devs, if you see this, it would be nice to have this in the menu. But apparently you need to unzip your save file and look in the world JSON file to look at the max drought duration. So yeah, I guess we're just lucky that no bad tide has come our way yet. Ultimately, it is in our favor. It will allow us to easily put all of this and store more water, and then, you know, I think overall we'll be doing just fine. I will try to raise this a little bit more. Don't think I want to raise it all the way. And probably raise this as well a little bit. No, this is too much. Maybe it wasn't too much. Alright, anyways. They're close to getting all of this done, which is very nice. Well, close. This might be a bit overstated. But they're getting there. Which will ultimately, you know, help us. Okay, I think we also want to consider putting in some more power. So windmills are the way to go, the small ones for now, because we don't have the paper yet. But once we put in windmills over here, we should be able to connect this up and produce some of our planks during droughts and whatnot. Okay, so the way we're gonna do this, we're gonna connect this up in the bag. So we do have the option of putting in more water wheels and connect this up over here as well. So let's put in this part here, get it up right away, and then, oh, that's the wrong one. Connect this up there. Now we do need to fill up the path this way so they can actually reach all of this. By now they should be, well, they're almost done here, which is awesome. And that does remind me, I do need to put in a triple floodgate over here in order to make full use of our storage area. I'm not gonna do it this season, but once this part of the season is over, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Just delete those two and then put in triple floodgates. They have put in the large stockpile over here now, which is awesome. I do think we need more gear storage. So let's put in a medium warehouse just on the corner right there. And connect this up. Set this to be with gears. They're already building this up, which is awesome. I don't know, I don't think we have enough planks to finish this. No, we do not. So what are we gonna do about this? We could place a manual power wheel in here somewhere. Could place it on this side, to be honest, and then connect it all up. And you know what, for now we're just gonna do that. Connect this up all the way. And then ideally I would have placed some platforms in there. Wow, I'm really struggling today. But right now we don't have the space for this. Well, not the space, the material for this. So we'll be working on this. We're on a 12-day drought, so keeping this up and running will definitely be useful for us. Well, there is still water coming out of here, which I guess is fine. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be tipping over this way, so overall this will be okay. We do have now, well, you guys are currently useless. So let's put you all out of work for now. And once this is in and we get a few more planks, I want to replace one of these at least with a platform. I think we might actually leave the other levees in here so that we have more water stream flowing through this one little gap. That should overall improve the efficacy of this water wheel. But again, we'll kind of see as we're moving along. All right, just one last piece left. Here we go. And now we can resume. I'm gonna do both of our lumber mills. All right, once they are done, we should be able to see this being, oh wow, you guys are almost done over here. Awesome. I should actually high prioritize this so I can remove our beaver. Oh, you're already done anyways. Okay, so very soon we'll be building some scrap metal, which means we should also think about where we're gonna place our metal workers, and I think we're gonna place them up here and have a separate power supply for them, probably just through some more windmills. While not ideal, they will kind of do. Alright, you're producing 52. I guess I don't need to have both of them active, one will be enough. So we're at 100% efficiency. Still think, as it currently is, there's like a linear relationship between efficiency and output. I would think in real life that a little bit of power would, in having two of these, would ultimately give you more result, more output. Less effective, but more output. But then again, it's not real life, so that makes sense. Alright, we're also gonna put in our power shaft over here, and we're gonna plan this part out. The question will be how. So, like I said, we're only gonna replace one of these with a platform, and maybe we're gonna replace it on this side. Although I would like to replace it on this side over here. So, you know what, let's put in levees right there. Continue our power shaft situation. And then we're gonna have 2 platforms, one here, one here. Let's see, 4 planks. I wanna make sure that we have a bit more, even though the platform in itself should only be 4 planks. Is that correct? Under paths, it is only 4 planks. So I'm gonna put you in here and pause you. And we now have 6 planks, but it is nighttime, so everybody has gone to bed. We can also unpause this guy here now to start creating more logs over here. But ultimately, in the long run, we just need more log storage for now. Which I guess means I could just not have them active. Anyways, 6 planks still. Man, you're really slow. You know what? With 6 planks, we should be fine. So let's do this. Delete this. Put in our platform. Highest priority. And then put the shaft on top to connect this up again. Also highest priority. They're already building the levees. I guess we do have a ton of logs available, so that kind of makes sense. They have also built our scrap metalor, which means we should also look into the smelter. Smelter does need power, 200 even. So if we're looking at this produces 150. I think we want to actually go to the large windmill right away. So we could unlock this. This is 40 planks and 15 gears, which I think will help us do exactly what we needed to do. All right, so that part is in. We just need to connect it up with a path again. And then we can connect this part up back here. Oh, no, not this way. Just like that. And bring the power into... didn't want to pause. Sorry about that. Still reflex. I am actually gonna just leave it up. Don't need to go down and then back up. So we're just gonna do that. And just connect all of this up with the power shafts. All right, here we go. So this will supply us with an okay amount of power. As you can see right now, it is not turning, so wind is a little bit finicky in the game, but you know, to be expected. It will still help our power supply situation down here. And once this is connected, we can turn on the second planker. Although they have already put in all the planks for the platforms. Here we go. Still not turning again. So right now it's supplied by this one little beaver. Not great, but it will do for now. All right, we do need to let some more water in. And what we're gonna do next, well, obviously turn this guy back on as well. Now the wind is there. It's not a lot of power it's creating, but a little bit. We do need to add our next part of the industry, and that is the paper maker. So I would like for this to be connected over here. The big question is what's a good way of kind of getting around there, and so we can keep building this part of the industry area. So what we are gonna do, I think, is Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. So we're gonna change the path over here. Not that this is really necessary, but I think it will help us. So this gives us a little bit of space in this direction. And we can put another piece over here. So let's look at our paper production, printing, no, not the printing press, the paper mill. And of course it has a weird shape, so I can't place it like that. Excellent. So we could move this out at least one further. Or we just go straight into this way and then build up our shaft system over here. I think let's do that. So I'm gonna place you here. Gonna connect you up. And then we need to put more shafts in this way. Alright, highest priority. I want you guys to finish this part so our wheel is connected again. And that will allow us to put a platform in here, and then we're just gonna bridge over our path this way. Might seem a little bit ridiculous. Well, it is a little bit ridiculous, but it will, you know, do the trick for us. Well, we're super low on water now, so let me add some more. Manual topping up. It did top up a lot. Here we go. 0.4. Doesn't seem to be flowing very fast, which is good. That means it shouldn't overflow at the back here. Might even be able to just leave this open. Yep. Alright. So next part, we need to put in some more levees. And then we connect this part up. So let's go into our power supply and put in the shafts to fully connect this. All right, so this is coming in. We almost have all the planks. We have all the gears in there already, which is very nice to see. I think we do need some more beavers, considering how much we're currently using up. So I think it's time to replace this building with our level 2 building. Same thing that we have over here, because this fits 9 beavers and this only fits 3. So that will give us a good amount of extra beaverage to work with. Now we are running low on water, which means we definitely need another water pumper. Easiest place to put one in is over here. So set this to highest priority. Put in the water pumper right next to it. Semi-high priority. And then, oh, this is already in, but it's not connected with power, which means I really want to high prioritize this part. And what this does is it takes logs and turns it into paper. We do have plenty of logs. We do need to store the paper somewhere. And where would be a good place to store it? Actually, just over here. So we're gonna make good use of this area right there. Put in not a dam piece, but a levee piece. Connect the path up right there. And then put in more storage on top, which should allow us to store paper somewhere. Paper, here we go. All right, we're producing paper, which means next thing we can do is actually unlock our large windmills. That will help us. We can actually probably place one. We can't place one right here. Interesting. I guess this one is too close. Are we? So if we remove the paths here, we should actually be able to place another windmill just right next to this. The larger windmills are a little bit finicky in terms of finding a good space to place this, but this will work. So we're going to augment our power situation down here with the large windmills, or with one large windmill up here. And do need to make sure they're building this real fast. Water is coming back. So that means, you know, we're getting somewhere. All right. As the drought ended, that bottom part is kind of filled up now. Well, drought dried up, not filled up. So let's just add all of this back in. There's a good amount left now. So put this on 1.9. And we're going to put you on 0.7. And then put you on 0.8. This should fill all of this up, or most of this up. Let's put you on 0.8. Put you guys on 0.9. Which will give us a good amount of water storage. Now, we did actually want to replace these with triple floodgates, but I'm going to leave that for the next episode. Overall, I think we're in a really good situation. I don't know if I've ever played Timberborn like this in this build order, but it's doing pretty well, I want to say. It's in part also because we haven't had to deal with bad tides so far. But yeah, we have more to do. Also figure out our employment situation. But like I said, this is stuff for next time. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment. Always keen to hear your thoughts. And thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.